Hey y'all. Um, I really wanted to make this video to really talk to you guys about some of the things that I've really been working on specifically when it comes to training for the NFL draft and also working on building my business. And so on the side of, you know, training for the NFL draft or my pro day, I'm out here in Dallas, Texas, training at Elite Performance. And prior to that, I was actually trained back at A&M for a little bit, then just decided to come home. And so that was a whirlwind in itself because I didn't think I was going to do that and I had to switch so fast. I made a decision one day and then moved 2 days later. And so that was crazy. And so I think a lesson that I learned from that is just being able to adapt, being able to be okay with adapting and actually growing because there's a lot of things in life that you won't expect and can't even expect. And so you're going to have to be able to know how to maneuver and actually keep your cool, which I struggled a little bit with at first, but I'm here now. I'm cool. I'm chilling. And so it's been cool. It's been a fun experience, being around guys who are like minded and actually want to achieve the same goals as you, which is becoming an NFL athlete. It's fun. It's very motivating to be around those guys, and it actually pushes you to be a better person, a better athlete, and quote unquote, a better teammate. As of right now, you're a team because you guys are all striving for the same thing and you want to see each other actually make that dream come true. And so it's been fun. Now, on the side of the business, this is what I've been doing. So last year was a complete, what do I say, roller coaster when it came to building a business because I didn't know how to build a business. At least I watch videos, YouTube videos all the time about how to build a business, how to do this, how to do that. But actually applying those skills is a whole different level and takes a whole lot of energy that you don't expect at first. And so your mind is completely everywhere. Um, you're pretty much your own employee because you don't have anybody else to do things for you. So you have to work on the operations, you have to work on the marketing, you have to be able to find clients, find niches where you best fit, build the skill set to be able to do these things. And on top of that, just having a cool set of mind and also trying to build your own personal brand. So it's a whole bunch of things you're trying to do at once that you can't really be able to do at once. And so being able to have a set plan on the things that are important now in order to help do the things later that you really want to do. And so I feel like I'm sorry for that it keeps shaking. Let me see. So with that, I lost my train of thought because of this camera. Anyways, so with that, last year was a test on building this business. I really realized how much it will take in order for me to really achieve these things that I want to achieve and actually be able to build something like this. On top of also training for the NFL as well, it's a grind. I mean, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I don't really get done with my day till 8 o'clock. I try to take naps here and there. Not even naps, a nap. Something that, because I don't like coffee. I don't like to drink coffee. I don't like to drink energy drinks. I don't like to do none of that. So my form of getting my energy back is a form of just sleeping. And and so it is a grind. Like I said, it is a hustle, but I enjoy it. I have fun. And so with that, with this business, I decided to focus on a specific niche, which is helping financial planners with their day-to-day workflows. More importantly, or more specifically, when it comes to the seminars and some of the ways that they do outreach with clients that they have now and clients that they're trying to actually outreach to, and the ones who are interested but not yet willing to take that next step with the firm. And so being able to build an infrastructure that helps with all that, being able to maintain the information of the people who are interested within these seminars and be able to do the right outreach to them after these seminars are very important when it comes to financial planners because a lot of these times people are interested but like I said are not yet willing to take that next step. So a lot of them end up falling into this little gap or this little funnel, I would say, to where they don't get talked to, and a lead ends up leaking because of that. And so I want to be able to help financial planners be able to actually continue to keep communications with these people and actually be able to bring them on board. And so with that though, before I take that next step when it comes to, I guess, client acquisition, which means that, or which means to acquire clients in order to do what I'm trying to do within this niche, I have to build the infrastructure in order to do that. So when it comes to onboarding within my own business, being able to automate these things and um, be able to have some kind of pipeline to where I can actually do the outreach and actually automate this portion of it, whether it's through content creation, LinkedIn posting, or stuff of that nature, so I can really focus and hone in on my skills. So when it comes to these discovery calls and when it comes to these onboarding calls, I'm ready and I'm focused. I don't have to worry about, you know, people having to put people on my own calendar, um, put them on like a little note or something like that in order to keep up with the amount of meetings I would have on a day-to-day basis. And so it just makes this process easier. Last year I was trying to do so much at once to where it was so difficult to actually get the things I wanted to get done. And I end up, getting put on the wrong path, getting distracted with certain things and actually not being locked in. So it took me longer to really get to where I wanted to get to. And what I want to lastly leave with is this. Like, I failed a lot last year when it came to this business. I lost a lot of money. I didn't make a lot of money. And when I look back at it, it's like, well, when I look back at the time that I had doing this, had done this, it was a big learning experience because I really figured out who I was as an individual. I figured out what the things I needed to work on as a person in order to become the businessman that I want to be. And then on top of that, I learned how important it is to actually have a plan written out on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis in order to get to the goals I want to achieve within this business. And so what helped me through that process was finding a mentor within the space I'm trying to do. And on top of that, reading the 12-week plan, or sorry, 12-week year in order to get that. And within this book, it teaches you how to really plan out your goals in a way that you can actually achieve them, and not achieve them in an annual year, or sorry, in an annual way, but in a 12-week period. A lot of people have goals that they want to achieve, but they stretch it out for so long to where a lot of things can happen in between that year to where it can knock them off balance and they go into a completely different direction. And that's what I dealt with last year. And so with that, and what I want you to take out of this video is that, for one, it's not as easy as you think it's going to be. It's going to take you longer than you think it's going to take you. Two, it's okay to fail because when you fail, you actually learn what not to do. And three, you have to create a plan in order to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And four, you got to execute. Once you execute, that's where the truth growth happens. Because within the execution, you, like I said, you know what you need to do and you know what not you need to do. And it actually takes you into that next step of actually getting to where you want to become and achieving your goals. So I hope you enjoyed that video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.